Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. It's Monday night. It's Monday evening. It's meditation time. It's soul talk time. I don't know about you guys, but I have been looking forward to tonight, just, in my own selfish way, because I think I need tonight and need to be in that space where we can just kind of let go, let the shoulders roll, and just kind of find that inner place of calm. And it's funny enough, being here doing these Monday nights with you guys, it brings me a level of peace because it's kind of like my sanctuary time. So I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I'm super, super excited about tonight. I was kind of thinking about a topic, like, outside of the meditation, but what can we do a little soul talk? Because I'm going to try to kind of slowly change Mondays where we do a little bit of soul talk, and then get into that meditation and continuing with that meditation of creating and helping build that bridge between the outside world around you and that inner sanctuary of self, source, and soul within you, and kind of that access point where you can just be there, your space of creation, helping it become more and more familiar, a place of ease, a place of rest, a place of release, or, a place where as this foundation builds for you and it becomes familiar, where you can begin to reframe, create space for that part of you that is the creative side of you, on redefining, opening the door, where you can begin to talk to your subconscious mind or sit with your subconscious mind and really kind of sit with and go, hey, guy, this is what I want for myself. This is the ultimate version of myself that I would like to awaken, because I have a belief system where everything that we want, the ultimate version of ourselves, is there. And it's just waiting for us to go, I remember you, I give you permission to wake up. And kind of sitting with what, on the other side of that, maybe what has to happen to get you in a space where you can clear the way for that ultimate version of yourself. So that's kind of what I want to talk about tonight. And one of the topics that came up in my class last week was about releasing the lessons learned. So we go through life and we learn our lessons, we learn and experience, and we grow and expand, and we deepen our own inner self connection. And as we learn these lessons, sometimes we don't let the lessons go. And it can be lessons from a past life, from the present life, from an alternate parallel life, depending on where you line up and what resonates with you. We repeat those lessons because maybe something in our experience feels very familiar, or it's very similar, and our subconscious mind doesn't really know the difference. And so we begin to get into these loops of soul repeating lessons already learned. And sometimes it's something we've gone through in the present here, and we've overcome it, we've moved through it. We have taken what we need from it. And we've, done our self-ascension part of it. And so, but what happens is sometimes we get into that space where we haven't given ourselves permission to release that lesson and the space and energy that lesson is holding or within us. So we continue to be in that familiar space, and we can repeat a lesson learned. So one of the guidance that I got many years ago was to actually give myself permission to let go of the loop in my world is getting old. Yeah, it is a loop, and it's repetitive, and it's a pattern, and it's a habit, and it becomes a part of our action and reaction. But sometimes in meditation, the simplest thing that we can do is go, I give myself permission to release the lessons learned. And all of a sudden it's like, okay, it clears that space. You breathe out those lessons you've learned. You've already got the lesson. You've already gone through the trial and the overcoming and the speed bump and everything else. So you've got the tools that you need to move forward from that, to take it and help it build and create your foundation. But it doesn't, that repeating part we sometimes get stuck. I get stuck. One of my lessons that I didn't realize that I was repeating in my life was the space of lack. It was something that I learned when I was younger. I spent more money than I had. I was constantly anxious about having money, having enough money. And I got into this space of lack when I was probably in my early 20s, late teens. And I was trying to live a life outside of my means, because you get a decent job and you all of a sudden you have this income, and it was like I wasn't being money smart. But and that also contributed with some things that I learned as a kid, and to I perceived the world as always being a space of not having enough money, or needing more, or not being at peace with what I have and being grateful. Like I just learned that from watching and observing and experiencing. So when I got into my 20s, I got out into my own world. I fumbled. Totally fumbled. And I didn't get it right per se. I set myself, behind the eight ball. And it wasn't until I realized that there was no way getting out if I kept living the life I lived. So I learned how to be more conscious about where I was spending. I started to money manage better. And I achieved my goals. I was able to pay off all my debt and start from new, right? And you get into that space. But what I didn't realize is that I learned my lesson. I learned the lesson on being conscious, not attached to money. 2020 is when I finally went. It's like I learned that I could, sit with that energy, and I could create with that energy, because, I had somebody once tell me that, when I got out of that space, that money is energy. Everything is energy. So it's how you sit with that energy. But what I realized is that I was still reliving that lesson of living in lack and not having enough. And I repeated that lesson for a lot of years, until one day in meditation, I heard this, one of my guides tell me, give yourself permission to let go of the lesson. And then my conscious mind was like, I don't think so. Can't be that easy. Well, it was like a huge weight lifted off of me when I said, fine, I give myself permission to release that lesson, that that space of lack in the energy of money, that I wasn't going to have enough. And I have faltered a couple times where I have, life has changed, and, where I could go back into that space. And I've had to remind myself that I've learned that lesson a couple times, probably a good handful of times at, different times in my life from that point forward. And I would have been in my mid to later 20s when I started this. And there have been times that I've been around energy that is in a space of lack when it comes to financial things, and I can resonate with it. But if I remind myself that I learned that lesson, I find that the way that energy holds me and the way that I interact with that energy shifts quite quickly. So, but it is. And it may have nothing to do with money, the lessons that you might feel like you're repeating, or the lessons that you feel like you've learned. It may just simply be giving yourself permission to let those lessons that learned, let that energy go, and send it back to the divine source, to your soul self, and let that energy move on with its next stage in its own journey, because energy has purpose, and in my belief, and you can move on, just like emotions and stuff. That's all energy. And when we sit with it, we release it, we let it go, we let that energy go on to its next stage of its evolution. And so just giving yourself that freedom and creating that space could be really, really helpful when it comes to the repeating of patterns, the repeating of habits, the repeating of lessons that you've gone through, and that you've taken what you can and you've grown from, and you've been able to, change your perspective on them, or shift with how you sit with them, or how those lessons sit with you. But that final act can really create, and what it felt like for me was closure. So, and it just, it really gave me some closure and a lot of ease of knowing that I could shift something that I used to feel like in our space energy or frequency that I used to live in. And it actually helps me like create more space for the next part of my adventure and the next my journey. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there that if you feel like you're in that space and like you're like, yeah, I've overcome this, but it seems to be still sitting there, it might be just taking a couple minutes to let yourself release that lesson and release the energy that you're holding within you that is associated or attached to or created from that lesson learned. So that's a really great place, an easy way to start making space within for the next step, opening that doorway, creating that doorway for a different energy, that the next part of your journey to flow into that synchronicity of building, creating, and enjoying. So I just wanted to touch on that before we get into meditation. That I'm going to try and give more tips and tricks on how to create more space for the building the foundation that is walking and creating your ultimate version of yourself. And that's just a really great way to kind of let go of some things. And it's about the permission side of things because, giving yourself permission is a really great way to create an opening for you. Because when I do one-on-ones or I do group classes, even here, I ask for permission to guide you. And I ask you to give yourself permission to go on the journey. Because when you give yourself permission to go on the journey, you're kind of telling your conscious and your subconscious mind that you're ready, that this is something that indeed you are choosing, because it's free will that you're choosing to go and do. So when you're meditating, giving yourself permission to meditate, to go within, can really help open that door to deepening that experience and connecting faster and getting into your space of rest and relaxation, into your space of ease and comfort. So that's the other tool. Is a lot of us, like, if I don't give myself permission when I meditate, it can take me a little bit longer to get into that space. Um, but when I give myself permission, it kind of helps the world around you, like around me, like just ease down so that the noises become less distracting. What I have to do in an hour isn't on my isn't sitting here going, excuse me. It just really helps me settle. And it really helps my conscious and subconscious mind come together in a unified goal. Okay, this is what I want. I've set it consciously, and I'm going to create this space to get into my subconscious mind. But I give myself permission to go on this journey, or to receive the guidance and support that I need on this journey within. And that's kind of my own personal kind of get myself ready, get myself in that place. And your wording may change. You have to kind of feel your wording out. It may be a little awkward at first, and you may not feel connected to it. But that's where allowing yourself just to kind of say what you need to say in the moment can really help. So I notice when I remember to say, yeah, the permission, it works. Yeah, it's interesting because we don't think about it. We, as practitioners, ask for permission to guide you. But when I was in school, it kind of came to me that if I gave myself permission to go in deep in class, that maybe that would help me get into that deeper space faster so that I could access what I need to access. And it kind of just stuck with me. So it's a really, like I said, a great way to open the doorway to begin building your internal external environment, because that's another thing that's really, really important when you're choosing to go on these journeys. Sitting with your external environment for a moment, noticing what's going on around you. How does that make you feel? What do you feel? It's the space that you're choosing to do this in. Is it conducive, or is it helping support your ease, or is it creating some kind of tension or anxiousness or stress? And if that's the case, that's okay. But recognize the stress of what's going on, and go and give it permission to help you, instead of creating stress, to help you go into a deeper space of rest. So again, taking a moment to not only just give yourself permission, but invite the environment around you to be a part of your process in, will also is another level of deepening that experience. So those are the kind of two things I wanted to focus, a couple things I wanted to focus on today before we began. And just taking time to sit with the place that you choose to go into. So can really also help lessen any distractions or any disruptions to that space. Even if it's 5 minutes, even if you only have 5 minutes, spend a good 15 to 30 seconds taking in what's going on around you and giving those noises, those sounds, that energy permission to help take you into a deeper space of calm, a deeper space of rest. And as you build this habit, as you do this on a consistent basis, as you anchor in both, giving yourself permission, acknowledging the sounds around you, or the energy around you, the space that you're in as a part of your process, it will become more automatic, and you'll find yourself drifting into that deep sanctuary and that place of rest a little bit faster and a little bit easier every time, provided you give yourself that permission to let those things be a part of your process. Even if the mind, if you guys got a busy mind, I don't know about you guys, but I can get a really busy mind where it's like, you got to do this. Giving those things permission to come up after I'm finished also kind of puts them on the shelf. Oh, I like the fact that you're outside tonight. So hopefully no trains. Well, just think about when you think about the trains and the sirens, it's a great way before you really start to go into that flow is giving those sounds, whether now or later, permission to take you deeper in and deeper down and kind of call them out in a way, like anytime I hear a siren or a train pass by, it'll actually help me go deeper in and deeper down. So that's a great way to work with those noises, especially if you're doing it in a new environment that you haven't done before. Just same process, same rhythm, giving all the sounds around you permission to help take you into that deeper space, into that deeper flow of rest, that deeper peace and comfort. So, and it's really fun to try new places too and utilize these two techniques because they help make those new places less distracting, and hopefully help you pick, make that a part of your place. Like, oh yeah, I can do it. I can do it outside. Perfect. So that's another place where you can do it. If you can't, don't have the quiet or the space in your home, or, you just feel like being outside. So, yeah. Okay. We're going to begin. Now, I have attempted this again. So just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to turn the music on and add this because I don't know about you guys, but I had a lot of fun with this last time. I did figure out, though, I think halfway through, if I do it like this, it gives you the full picture. And I will attach the link to this YouTube for this music in the Telegram following tonight's session, so that if this music really resonates with you and you really found that it helped you expand that depth of rest, that flow of connection, that you can save it and use it again. And every week I'm going to come up with new music. This is actually one of my favorites. I found it and I am a little obsessed with it, but that's me. If it doesn't work for you, it gives you some kind of foundation of, hey, this isn't my flow, but you may find that Tibetan bowls or your, singing bowls really helping. So, like I said, every week I'm going to come up with new music, and I will put the links in my Telegram so that you guys have access to them and they're easier to find. And I use YouTube for all of that, just so you guys know. I really like the selection and abundance in YouTube. So, okay. When you're ready and when you're willing, when it feels right, take these off. Find that spot. Find that place of rest. Find a comfortable place to sit or lay down. Perhaps a bit of both. You may notice that you started sitting and you may find that halfway through you want to lay down. And know that you can adjust as much as you want to adjust, as you need to adjust. That every time you adjust your position, every time you move your shoulders, your legs, your hands, your head, your back, your hips, so that adjustment will take you into a deeper space of rest, a deeper flow of calm, a deeper zone of comfort. So as you find that comfortable position, when you're ready and willing, giving yourself permission to go on the journey within, giving you permission to guide you. And when it feels right and you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes down. And as you close your eyes down, take a couple deep, easy, full breaths. That's right. As you take these deep and easy, full breaths, bringing you out of yesterday, bringing you back from tomorrow, and each and deep and easy, full breaths, bringing you back into the here and now, back into your physical body, back into the present, back to the flow and feel and rhythm of your breath. That's right. With every deep, full, easy breath, find yourself drifting back into the here and now, drifting back into your body, drifting back into the now, back to your breath. Noticing what you notice as you breathe in. Noticing what you notice as you breathe out. Turning your attention, turning your focus to your breath, moment by moment. And as you bring your focus and attention back to your breathing, let your breath become soft and natural. Let your breath become easy and calming. Let your breath become comfortable and resting. Let your breath be steady and allowing. With every breath you breathe, let your breath create a space of rest and receive. And when it feels right and you're ready, bring your attention solely to your breath in. Imagine, sense, feel, or even in this moment, just pretend that every breath in is a breath of rest and a breath of receiving abundance, receiving a flow of calm, receiving that energy and softness of peace. That's right. Every breath in, giving yourself permission to receive, to rest, to receive a flow of calm, a space of peace, that energy of comfort. With every breath in, beginning to feel a little bit more and a deeper sense of ease. And as you sense and feel the rhythm of your breath in, when you're ready, let your attention and focus move to your breath out, giving your breath out, giving your exhale permission to be a space of allowance, a space of letting go, a space of release. That's right. As you breathe out, releasing any and all forms of stress. As you breathe out, letting go of any and all sense of tension. As you exhale, letting go any and all lines of tightness that you may sense yourself holding on to. And with every breath in that space of receiving, that space of rest, imagine your breath in filling that space that you're just creating through your exhale, through your breath out, the space of letting go of any and all forms of tension, any and all lines of tightness, any and all things that create stress. Letting that stress just melt away, letting it dissolve, letting the tension from the top of your head to the soles of your feet release bit by bit. Is that feeling of calm, that zone of rest, that flow of peace gently increase. And through your breath, creating more and more space of ease, a deeper sense of comfort in the mind, body, and soul, a deeper flow of calm and ease of letting go. Let your mind wander for a moment to the space around you, taking a moment to notice and sense all the sounds, both inside and outside. And as you notice the sounds around you, know that from this moment forward, with your permission, of course, any and all sounds, whether new or old, mentioned, unmentioned, expected or unexpected, inside or outside of this zone of rest that you are creating, will not disturb or disrupt this wonderful feeling of rest, this wonderful flow of calm, this wonderful rhythm of peace. In fact, with your permission, allowing every sound to take you deeper in and deeper down into that inner zone of home base, into that sanctuary of self, source, and soul, that sacred, beautiful place. So take a moment, listen, including the sound of my voice, the snap of my finger, the music that I'm playing in the background, and all the sounds, both inside and outside and around, allowing them now to be a part of your process, to help take you deeper in and deeper down. That's it. And when you feel at ease with the sounds around you, bring your focus back to your breath. And as you bring your attention and focus back to your breathing, let your breath be natural and flowing. Let your breath be in its natural state and natural pace, natural natural rhythm and flowing. Allow yourself time and space to just observe your natural breath, noticing that your breath may shift and change the deeper you go, the deeper the space of rest. It may be soft and shallow right now. It may be long and deep. It may be easy and full. It may be fast or slow. Or just witness, observe your breath and your breathing. As you continue to create more space of allowance and receiving more and more calm energy, more and more peace and serenity as you just sit with your breathing. And your mind may wander, and that's okay. As you notice your mind wandering, bring it back to observing your breath, back to that space of rest. Noticing what you notice as you breathe, sensing what you sense as you allow yourself to drift into a deeper space of ease, a deeper place of comfort, a deeper flow of rest, a deeper sense of inner calm and connection with each and every breath. Nothing more, nothing less. Just sit and be as you breathe, noticing what you notice, sense what you sense, see what you see. And as you allow and begin to rest more easily with your breathing, let your breath become a path between the outside world around you and that inner landscape of sanctuary within you, that inner home base, that beautiful, wonderful, fantastic space. And as you let your breath guide you within that inner space, that sanctuary of self, source, and grace, you may begin to feel this home base, this center core, this special place. You may feel it in your chest. For some, they feel it in their diaphragm. Wherever you sense or feel it to be, it's absolutely perfect and unique to you and you alone. So when you're ready, let your breath be that path within. Let your breath take you into that next zone of comfort, that next space of rest, that next level of connection, that next step down into a deeper place of rest. And as you move into your home base, into this sanctuary of self-source and grace, into this special place, know that home base has a multiple of levels. And we're moving into that first layer of connection, that first space of sanctuary, that first place of calm and rest. And as you begin to breathe from and through home base, feel your breath with ease. Feel your breath with a little more peace. That's right. In your mind's eye, your imagination, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things, but it doesn't matter if you can't imagine all the things that I'm asking you to. But for this moment, I'm going to ask you to imagine, sense, and feel yourself breathing from that sanctuary, that home base, breathing through that wonderful place. And your home base may remind you of your favorite place in nature, a place where you feel most at ease, calm and peaceful. However you envision, feel, know, sense this wonderful place, this home base deep within you. Begin to feel yourself breathing through your home base. Breathing from that inner space. And with every breath, as you breathe through and from home base, you are deepening, expanding, and strengthening this connection within. You are more and more opening this door into this inner place, this sanctuary, this beautiful, safe, comfortable, restful place. You may imagine yourself sitting in home base, sitting in your favorite place, or you may be stretched out, laying with the ground beneath you, or in your favorite chair, whichever you choose. But as you imagine yourself resting, sitting, laying in home base, let yourself breathe through and from this spectacular, beautiful place. With every breath, breathing in your sanctuary, the calmness, the peacefulness. And as you breathe out from home base, imagine that calmness, that peacefulness moving from the top of your head like a soft, gentle breeze all the way down, 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 down to the very soles of your feet. As you continue to breathe from and through this inner sanctuary, this beautiful space, this special place that brings you more and more calm and peace than ever before. Notice what you notice, sense what you sense, see what you see, feel what you feel as you breathe through and from your home base, through and from this sacred space. With every breath you breathe, with every moment that passes, beginning to rest, to allow, and to receive more and more peacefulness, calm, and inner connection. As your breath of peacefulness and calm is like a gentle summer breeze flowing through you from the top of your head all the way down to the soles of your feet. As you continue to breathe through and from this sacred space, this beautiful home base, in a moment, I'm going to count from 5 down to 1 and snap my fingers and say the word sleep. Each and every time I snap my fingers and say the word sleep, you can go twice as deep and feel twice as calm and peaceful. With every count from 5 down to 1, it is a step down into a deeper space of rest, a deeper zone of release, a deeper flow of comfort and calm. 5, letting all your muscles become soft, loose, and supple. Sleep. 4, moving gently and softly into that deeper space of calm, that deeper place of release. Sleep. 3, deeper and deeper, calmer and calmer. Sleep. 2, resting, releasing, letting go. Sleep. 1, deepest sleep, deep down now. Deeper and deeper down into that gentle breeze of peace, that gentle flow of calm, that ease of letting go more and more, bit by bit, with every breath you breathe. As you continue to breathe through and from that sacred space, that wonderful, beautiful home base, that special place of calm. Every breath in, amplifying and maximizing that flow of peacefulness, that feeling of calm and connection. And every exhale now, beginning to expand that flow of peacefulness, that feeling of calm connection. And as you breathe with ease through and from your home base, let your attention move to your arms. Feel and sense, notice what you notice as you focus on your arms, saying to yourself, I choose to allow my arms to be comfortable and at ease. I choose to allow all the muscles to gently release, to feel more and more calm with every breath I breathe. That's right. I choose to allow my arms to feel comfortable and at ease. I choose to allow every muscle to gently and softly release. And just imagine your arms becoming soft, the muscles smooth and comfortable, the weight of your arms peaceful and calm. More and more with every breath you breathe. Breath by breath, moment by moment. That flow of calm and connection, gently and softly increasing. That vibration and tone of peacefulness, getting stronger and deeper still. And as your arms feel at ease, the muscles soft and smooth, let your focus and attention wander to the way your legs feel, bringing that breath of calm and peacefulness all the way down through your upper and lower legs, breathing in that calm into each and every muscle within your legs. Feel your legs becoming more and more at ease. Imagine, sense, and feel the muscles in your legs becoming smooth like silk, soft and loose. Imagining your legs completely comfortable. Every muscle within your legs smooth and soft like silk. With every breath you breathe. Every moment that passes. Feeling the ease of peace and calmness gently increase. From the top of your head, all the way down now to the soles of your feet. To the tips of your fingers and thumbs. As that softness, that calmness, that peacefulness moves through your body. Like the warmth and ease of a gentle summer breeze upon your face, calming and calming. and more calming than ever before. And when you're ready and willing, allow your mind to wander to the tops of your shoulders, to your mid and lower back. And imagine breathing through the muscles through your back, vertebra by vertebra. With every breath, increasing that feeling of calm, that flow of peacefulness. As you create more and more space for all the muscles throughout your back to become soft like silk, smooth and supple. From the tops of your shoulders all the way down to the tip of your tailbone. That's right. Breathing that calm, that peacefulness from home base all the way through your upper shoulders, all the way down, 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 vertebra by vertebra, all the way down to the tip of your tailbone and beyond. Imagine, sense, and feel the muscles in your back becoming softer and more at ease, more comfortable. As the muscles in your back slowly, softly, gently soak up that feeling of peace, that gentle ease and calm of continual release and letting go more and more with every breath you breathe and every moment that passes. And as your back muscles soften and you sink deeper down into your space of home base, into that sanctuary of self-source and connection, and deepening that flow into that sacred space, let your mind wander to the top of your head and begin to sense, feel, and imagine your breath creating a cocoon, a cloud, a soft energy of soft, calm, and peacefulness that goes from the top of your head all the way down, 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 down through your entire body, all the way down to the soles of your feet and beyond. With every breath you breathe, letting go bit by bit, more and more, as you continue to open that inner door of sanctuary, that inner door of connection, that inner space of release and rest and peacefulness, that inner door of self, source, and soul, harmony, awareness, and so much more. So as your physical body begins to feel more and more at ease, let your breath guide you into that deeper level of rest and release. As you move into your favorite place, your sanctuary, that special place, giving yourself a moment to just be. No time, no space, no rest. Just be with this inner connection, this inner sanctuary, this inner beautiful place. Allow yourself to notice what you notice, sense what you sense, see what you see, as you continue to allow yourself to expand deep in this wonderful space of rest and sanctuary. As you connect into this deeper level of your foundation within, into this deeper space of rest and grace, a deeper place of connection and calm, where you have access to all knowledge, soul wisdom, and knowing, a place of great self, source, and soul harmony and unity. Notice what you notice, sense what you sense, see what you see, hear what you hear, know what you know, as you continue to softly and gently, easily and comfortably drift and let go. Perhaps beginning to notice how your sanctuary is that safe place, a place where you can call back your energy from all directions of time and space, a place to rest, to release, to allow yourself to recharge and nourish yourself, a place to expand and deepen that inner soul connection of self, source, and soul, a place to travel beyond this world as you let go. This is a connection space within, a place where you have access to all knowledge, knowing, and wisdom, all lives, a place to connect with all that is, as little and as much as you choose, or a place to just be, to rest, to enjoy the sanctuary of peacefulness, a sanctuary of calmness, a sanctuary of inner connection, and more. This is a place, a foundation, where your journey begins, where you can strengthen and deepening that experience to explore the inner creation of self, the inner foundation where you create, where you can build, where you can allow, where you can receive, where you can just be, where you can enjoy the inner sanctuary of that inner self beauty, where you can connect with that special place in nature, your favorite place on earth, where it brings you so much peace and calm. However you choose to utilize this foundation of home base is absolutely perfect and perfect for you. So just let yourself be there for a moment. Absorb this spectacular space. Absorb this wonderful place within. Give yourself a moment to let go of time, let go of thought, let go of space, let go of self, let go of everything and just be. A space of oneness, a space of creativity, a space of peace, a space of well-being, a space of wellness, a space to be nourished and restored, a place that is special to you and you alone, a space of deep comfort and calm, a space that is yours, your zone of self, source, and soul, however deep you want to go. And feel that wealth of calm, that flow of peace, that ease of gentle, soft, overall release, continuing to softly and easily increase with every breath you breathe. As you rest deeply and calmly into this home base, into this sanctuary within, in your special place, into that zone of creation, that place of connection. And I'm going to go quiet for a minute and just let yourself be, let yourself receive, allow, rest, and be more and more with every breath you breathe. And know that from this moment forward and beyond, that each and every time you feel yourself drifting into that home base, into that sanctuary, that special place, and you want to go into that place, by giving yourself permission, you go deeper and faster into that wealth of inner peace, that zone of calm, rest, and release. And that door will open into that inner connection to explore, expand, and deepen in any way you choose. Perhaps creating a peacefulness within, a calm, or exploring beyond the self source and soul connection. Know that this home base, this sacred place, is built for you, by you, of you, and that each and every time you return to it, whether it's just needing a moment to be, or expanding and deepening and opening that inner connection of self, source, and soul, that connection will continue to expand, deepen, and grow. And every time you give yourself permission to go on the journey within, it will help deepen that flow, quicken that inner space of rest and release, calm and peace, mind, body, and soul. So in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. At 5, you'll be fully immersed, fully aware, and fully alert. Coming all the way back into the here and now, feeling more rested and connected, feeling more aligned and refreshed, feeling nourished and peaceful and calm and grounded. 1. Each and every time you give yourself permission to go on the journey within and you take those deep, beautiful breaths, notice how you'll easily and quickly move into that sacred space, into that home base, into that special place more consistently, gently and softly and deeply. 2, feel the bend in your arms and your fingers beginning to stretch and move. Feel the surface around you as you come back more and more to the here and now, feeling refreshed and restored. 3, feeling wonderfully calm, connected, grounded, and peaceful, more than ever before. And 4, your eyes are crystal clear, your mind is clear, all the way back now. And 5, fully emerge, fully aware, fully alert. Take a deep breath, stretching, moving, opening your eyes, feeling clear and rested, alert, and calm, grounded, and more peaceful. Feel the ease of your breath with every moment that passes, and all the way back into the here and now. Perfect. Thank you. Coming all the way back. Well done, everyone. So making that positive suggestion that each and every time you give yourself permission to go on the journey, you'll be able to go into that inner home base, that sacred, special place more easily and more quickly than ever before. And every time that connection will strengthen and deepen. So if you decide that you really like that method of really helping you create that inner space meditation, or access into that self source and soul space, or just a deep feeling of rest and a deep ease of calm, that every time you do that, that will compound and anchor that in, so that becomes a part of your process automatically and easily, and the effects of it will deepen and strengthen each and every time. So I hope that you had a wonderful journey within. I want to thank you very much for spending your time and energy with me. I very much do appreciate it, and I'm very honored that you choose to be here on Monday evenings with me. Last little bit before I sign off. So on Tuesdays, I run a monthly class. It's a meditation class, and we kind of take the things that we do, and we kind of deepen the journey and making space for healing, and kind of it is self-work, but it is group work, but it's done online, and it really helps you kind of get into that space where you get tools and techniques, but also the support to kind of begin to release some things that you might be holding you back. You're very welcome. And then I do run monthly classes about connecting with your guides and connecting with your soul council and one-on-one sessions. If this is something that you're interested in, you can go to my website, blendedconnections.com, and set up a consult call. And we'll have a quick 30-minute call to kind of figure out what your goals are and how what I offer, which avenue might work best for you. And there are options depending on what level, it doesn't matter if you've never done this before or you're advanced. These sessions, whether group or individual, can really help you get you where you want to go. It could be, releasing something that's holding you back or something that keeps you stuck, or, connecting and exploring a past life to kind of see what kind of healing could come out of that, or connecting with your guides and deepening that soul council connection to really connect with your purpose and really help open that foundation of your ultimate self coming forward, and that ultimate version of yourself and creating that new and reshaping that reality. So those are the things that I offer. And I just, again, very, very thankful that you guys are here. And I thank you for your time and energy. And I hope that you have a wonderful night. I do have a Telegram group called Soul Journey with Jen Snow. And this is where I will put the music for tonight. So everyone, I hope that thank you. Have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you on Friday on the morning show with Ship, and the following Monday. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Talk to you soon. Cheers. My power's turned on, starting right now.